Welcome to
In Response.
A legacy podcast.
I'm Philipp Klein
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Peter Plank.
and we're talking about legacy.
Most of the time.
Yes.
So, as you can all hear, we are again in our full force tonight.
Yeah, Peter's back.
Yeah, we have this threesome package.
Oh my god. We can cut this out, I think.
Yeah, let's start over again, I think. No!
No, we continue. So,
Of course.
So, okay. Yeah, Peter. So, what happened during the days? I mean,
Yeah.
We missed you.
I hope you missed us.
no. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's since we have a 3 weeks schedule for our podcast, it's 1.5 months since we last recorded
Yeah.
together as three. Yeah, in between I went on vacation, played multiple FNMs, had a great time with my girlfriend at the Garda Lake in Malcesine. I brought some.
So you
wine.
went to Italy, for everyone who doesn't
Yeah.
know where this is.
It's Italy, Gardasee.
It's North Italy. It's south
South of
Tyrol.
South Tyrol.
South Tyrol. Yeah.
It's right on the edge. Yeah, I had a great time there. My parents were there too, so we had some time with them. I was sailing on a catamaran on a Hobbycat 16 if anyone is interested.
Okay.
And I went, I biked and
Yeah,
cycled a
you
little
posted a tweet.
yeah. So
A very nice picture of you with a bicycle.
yes.
Did you bring your bike with you or did you, I don't know, lend it?
I have a really small car. I have a Hyundai E10, which is
Okay, yeah, that's
it's
very
smaller
small.
than
Yeah.
a Fiat Punto, if anyone knows that. Or
So yeah, the same question then. How did you, or did
my
you?
my parents are there with a, how's it called, a Wohnwagen. It's a caravan.
It's a caravan. Yeah.
Caravan,
Yeah,
yeah.
with a caravan, and there was space for the bike of my girlfriend and mine.
That's
So
cool.
they brought it with them, and we could cycle in Italy.
A different kind of cycle than normally we would do. Magic players.
A magic cycle is
Yeah.
5 cards, different
Yeah.
colors, same thing.
Or cycle a card. Or, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what was the most memorable moment of your trip?
Enjoying the wine in the
So
Wiener
you-
Museum.
So you don't remember much then?
Sure, because actually I had to drive with the car.
Oh,
So it was.
That's sad.
I mean, it's like they let you test the wine before you buy it, and for everyone who gets there, he can take 8 sips from different.
Is it exactly
wines.
8?
Yeah.
Do
Now
they
with
count with
Yeah.
pen and paper?
No.
Okay.
now you get like a recipe with a barcode on it, and it is scanned. Because of the corona situation in Italy,
Yeah.
you are body checked with a camera, and if you are
Like in an alien abduction.
A scan camera?
it's like how is it called? You do it with the houses to check if somewhere is leaving a lot of
Temperature sensitive.
temperature with temperature
okay,
sensor. And if you are nearby that you have fever or something like that, you get checked directly.
Yeah.
And if you have fever, you are not allowed to enter
Okay.
the building, which is
So
because
it's
of the
same
coronavirus.
like in Austria.
yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, then you have to keep distance with each other, and before entering there, only one person can be there to let down a sip, and a sip is like 1/16 liter,
liter,
and yeah, 8 sips is a lot. So it's a drink,
Nice.
not 8
I
but
mean,
6, and then
Do they also have this, what I had as an experience in Italy, if you buy one drink, I don't know if you also get this when you buy red wine, but one common drink is the Aperol, for example, in Italy in general.
I never have had Aperol in Italy, but
Okay.
we had grappa and limoncello.
Yeah.
Limoncelli.
Also,
It's very
nice.
common.
But
there.
what you typically get if you buy one Aperol is you get a small ball of snacks.
Side dish with
yeah.
chips
it's
or
it's
in
basically
bars
included
also.
in the drink. Did you also get that with the red wine?
No,
Or-
because it's just a small. It's like a buy station for wine. There, it's not a bar. Or
Okay,
common
yeah.
like that. But I think it's common.
It's quite common,
in the bars. I
Yeah.
mean, we have it in Austria too, a lot of
Really?
the time.
I didn't. Never
And you,
experienced
a few
it.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not that common, but a few bars have it that you can get like peanuts or something like that,
peanuts and
or pretzels.
popcorn. Pretzels I haven't seen really.
So the small solette pretzels or something.
Yeah,
like
okay. But in Italy, often I've seen you really get chips.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
or crisps.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. It's more common definitely
Yeah.
in Italy.
So you said you've never drank Aperol in Italy.
No,
It's
You
really nice.
should definitely because
try,
it's very different from
From Austria.
the way they make it in Austria because it's a lot more Aperol and a lot less Prosecco or wine
okay.
and just a dash of seltzer of mineral water.
Okay.
Sparkling
And
water.
sparkling water. And in Austria, it's really just a dash of Aperol and a lot of wine or Prosecco, and then
It tastes completely
it's-
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's heaven and hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is in Italy, if I'm there with my parents, with my girlfriend or whatever, whoever, I go there, I order my pizza or whatever I eat there, and then I order half a liter Vino Rosso della Casa, which means
Okay,
it's
yeah.
just
the house wine.
House wine, yeah.
It's the
A red house wine, yeah.
the red house wine, and I mean, it's delicious, and I mean, you have to drink that stuff in other countries. I mean, I have to try the Aperol if they make it really different than in Austria. And
Yeah,
it's
totally
more
different.
delicious than in Austria.
It's just,
You can't say it's more delicious. I think
It's just different.
it's very different.
it's
Okay,
so
for sure.
refreshing in the summer. I think
Yeah, it's
Okay.
great. It's very very.
light actually.
I
think it's light.
very a little bit bitter.
Yeah. Of course.
It's more refreshing
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. No, I have to
You
try.
should try it if you go there next time.
Yeah, I think that was most
That
of
was your vacation?
my vacation. So we've seen on Twitter that Philipp was also on a vacation.
Yeah, I had a little guys trip because we're 8 guys and we're all big motorbike fans.
Yeah.
And we have a little ritual. So we meet each other at the Spielbergring, so the MotoGP takes place there. And this year, due to COVID situations, only 1,000 people were allowed there, and so we couldn't get there.
So did you have to buy tickets beforehand?
Yeah, we had our tickets. They were about, I think, 200 euros.
But you
one
couldn't
for-
attend there
But
because
we
of,
couldn't attend. Yeah.
did
Have
you
you
get
got-
any refund?
It's pending actually.
Okay, yeah.
We've wrote them an email and yeah,
Quite bad. Of
we
situation,
will
actually.
eventually get the money back.
I hope
but
so,
or what would be even better,
Cuts for next year.
cuts for next year. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they
yeah.
did it in Novorock. I think this is the best situation for the most.
It's an easy solution.
It's the
Yeah.
easiest solution,
For
and
both
we don't need the
producer.
money now. It would be great just to have the cars for next year to have the experience again.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say is, we were we meet each other there, and so we couldn't this year. So we tried to find a way to meet somewhere else in Austria, and we talked with a lot of how do you say that? The caravan places where you can go camping places.
Camping.
Camping places.
Camping places, and all were completely booked out, sold out, due to all the tourists who were making vacation in Austria.
Yeah.
So we just went to Salzburg because it's very convenient for everybody. We were 2 guys from Linz, 2 guys from Graz, and 4 guys from Bregenz. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. We went to the KTM Motor Hall in Mattighofen. Had the factory. We visited the factory.
Okay.
And also we visited, I think, 3 breweries.
Nice.
Were you at the Steel Brewery?
Yeah, we were at the Stiegel Brewery, we were at the Augustiner Brewery, and at the Trummer Brewery.
Okay, nice.
So we visited 3 breweries.
Which one was the best? I have to ask. Because
It depends, because it's very subjective.
oh yeah, because I have to say I hate steel.
and I have to say I really like Steel, but the problem is I made, how is it called? It's Grundausbildung in Austria. It's that if you serve for the military in Austria in the first 4 or 6 weeks, you have a preparation for your
the basic.
you have
the basic training.
Basic
The basic
basic
training.
training for the military service. And I had that in Salzburg.
And
in
you only had
Yeah.
Stiegl's beer.
No, the other Austrian beers cost there, I think, 76 cents per bottle,
Oh my
and
god.
the Stiegelbräu costs only 67 cents per bottle, if I remember correctly.
So
it
the
was,
10 cents were...
it was just cheaper, and yeah, if you drink 6
So
bottles
you
or
mean
something like that, it does make
if
a
you're
difference.
forced to drink it, you get used to it. Basically.
I mean, it's common for a lot of beers actually. If you
Yeah,
think
that's
for a
true.
lot of guys who are like, I don't want to say 14 to 16, but we say 16. If they start drinking beer, they need at first they drink because you have to drink beer. You're a man, but if you get used to drinking beer, you like it actually.
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I mean,
I mean,
if you
in-
start drinking beer with 24 or something like that, you
Or in
will
the States
never.
with 21.
you
yeah.
have a lot
You
of
will
ground to
never
cover.
stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, I for one like more the hoppy brews. I like it if it's more bitter and not so sweet. I don't.
Okay.
That's why I don't actually like the what we call here is the Märzen.
Yeah.
I don't like that very much because I just think it's very generic.
Yeah, it's like a pop band. It's made
Yeah.
for everyone. Everyone can drink it, but it's not the right thing for
It's
everyone.
not great. It's
Yeah,
good,
it's-
but
it's
it's
good.
not great. And the Stiegel, what you said, is actually a Märzen.
Yeah.
The
And
normal one.
the normal
Yeah.
one, yeah. And I actually like the Trummer the most because they make a really good Pilsner. And that's just the right thing for me. So I also like IPAs, and they're also more on the bitter side of the spectrum.
It's something like the Stiegel White. How is it called? The Weissbier. Is it Weissbier in English?
Well, I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I'm not sure now. The wheat beer.
Yeah, the wheat beer from
beer, yeah.
Stiegel is really, really, really sweet.
Yeah, and
It's-
we were also, I forgot, we were also in a
Augustine.
little local brewery. It's called Die Weisse
Okay.
in Salzburg. And that was just great. That
Okay,
was
sweet.
just great. And for anyone who is interested in visiting Salzburg should go there because the beer was just so... If you like wheat beer, then it's definitely there.
Did they only have wheat beer or all different kinds of beer?
They also had Märzen,
Okay.
a self-brewed Märzen, but I think 3 to 4 or even 5 different wheat beers.
Okay.
So they have definitely the focus there. Then we also dived into the nightlife. I think we just we only went into one bar because it was so cozy there and the music was great, and so we haven't seen really much of the nightlife, but it was great, and so we had a very nice weekend.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a location to stay where you like it, it's, I mean, perfect.
Yeah, for sure. We were in a Belgian bar where you could drink
nice.
Belgian beer, and Belgian beer is also
Which
so great.
Belgian beer did you drink?
That's kind of funny because I had no idea what to order, and so I just went to the barkeeper and said, what shall I drink? And he said, what do you like? And I'm like, I like IPAs. I like if it's bitter. I like if it's hoppy and not very sweet. And he just, okay, well, drink this and tell me what do you think about it? And tasted it, and it was great. And then I said, for all of us. It was a cool evening. So that was
your trip.
That was my trip. I'm looking forward to having more trips because at the moment real life is just very overwhelming and very, very work related. So I'm looking forward to making the next trip, and I'm also looking forward to a next Friday Night Magic.
Oh
Yeah.
This is one pinnacle of the week.
Yeah, for sure. So
one little small
best
pinnacle.
it's at least one of the parts I'm very excited each week.
But if before we start into FNM, we should ask if Daniel have anything to talk about in his last 3 weeks.
Not really, because unfortunately I did not have any trips going on like you guys. But I think I have plans in September.
Okay.
I might visit Tyrol and Innsbruck and visit some mountains there. So maybe I have to let's say report something in the future.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're looking forward to
right now there's not much going on.
So only work and real life happening.
Oh yeah, that's basically a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's also very, very hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
So, I heard you were very lucky the last few FNMs, Peter.
Yeah, actually.
So go ahead and tell us what were you playing? How did you fare? And
so in the last few FNMs I was playing my 4-color paint the brew. We were talking on, I think, in episode 3 or something like that. 3 or 4.
It was 4.
I think it was the third one.
Oh, third one, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the third one. Yeah.
And actually it felt great. The first one I went 3-1, which was good. Then I had a 14 games winning streak, so I 4-0'd the second one, and went 3-1 in the last one.
3-0-1. 3-0-1.
No, 3-1 was the last one. Then.
3-1. Okay, yeah.
And I only lost to Slivers in the last match.
Me too.
It was I mean, I drew not a single Swords to Plowshares and not a single Terminus in the whole match. So.
And also no Supreme Verdict. I mean, do you play it? Yeah.
No, Supreme Verdict is now new in the.
Okay, it's new.
In the new list, I will be playing.
Okay.
This Friday at the set, which we will cover later on in the episode. So I mean, FNM's going great, which will mean that the bigger tournaments will not.
You really have this curse, you think?
I think so.
This
mostly on big tournaments, I play good if I try a new deck.
Okay.
Actually, so yeah.
But
I will stick to it.
That's not the first time that I hear this. Yeah, I don't know if it's a curse but I also had the experience, but not really myself, but a lot of people are saying if they fare well in FNMs, they're doing badly in bigger tournaments.
I mean,
and vice versa.
I
don't know.
If you play in FNMs, you're more casually, you're more relaxed, and the opponents are mostly too. But if you are winning a lot, your mind is getting a little bit corrupted, and if you play the first round and you have a bad matchup and lose, then you are what I'm doing wrong today, that nothing is good, and it's mostly a mindset thing. But if you believe that you are going not good and you play the best you can to get over the curse, maybe it's better.
Oh yeah.
So we tried, or I will try it.
Funny side note here, that's not always true, because last year at MCAM Prague, I had a losing streak at the FNMs. Then I went to Prague, played 3 different decks at 3 different trials, always went 1-3. And then in the main event, I went 2-6. No,
that's
I didn't
kind of a consistent
that's
result.
very consistent.
Yeah.
But I played 3 different decks.
Yeah.
I played Burn, I played Dredge, and I played, I think, Hogak.
Mm-hmm.
I think you played a Mado Hogak
Yeah,
at that time.
yeah, and I played Dredge in the
Main
event, and also just got stomped the whole time. So
Next year will be better.
yeah, for
Hopefully.
sure. But that's just to counter this. If you're good at FNM, then you will be good. Then it will be better than a great bigger event, and vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's not always true. Maybe
Of course not.
Maybe it's something, but I can just think about my situation.
So yeah, how went your last FNMs?
Kind of so actually.
I mean, you played your.
I played the brews, which we have talked about in the last episode.
Yeah.
Actually,
Great episode, by the way.
The 2 guys, 1 cup special.
This special will be published at a later point.
So we will make an OnlyFans account. For
Yeah.
You guys are- So actually, I just played 2 of my brews. I played the Rag Yolrael list, which I called the Crazy Cat Lady,
Oh yeah.
and the Grixis Croxa Stifle Knot list. I gotta say, the Phoenix list I told you about in the last episode. I just played online on MTGO, and I made some changes to it. I convicted heresy, so I added blue.
Oh my god.
You're now becoming a good Magic player.
Oh my
You
god!
went
What?
to the dark side, basically. Yeah.
But sometimes they have cookies,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
brainstorm and
Brainstorm,
Ponder.
yeah. Really great and tasty cookies.
Oh my god! What have I become? Yeah, but
You were the chosen one, Philipp.
insert random Star Wars reference here.
Yeah.
I had the meme in my brain.
So, but yeah, the deck feels very different.
Yeah.
With blue, it's more consistent, but I still think the key to making Phoenix work in Legacy is for sure the test shell.
Mm-hmm.
So you need the 4 Infernal Tutors and the 4 Burning Wish to be consistent with your plays and with your Phoenixes. And actually, the biggest draw for me to this deck is because it plays so. It plays like Tess, but in a different way. It's like the first in game 1, you just make 3 Phoenix on turn 1 and hit them, and they can't see. And then you see, and then you go game 2, and you certainly will go for the storm plan because they drop 2 ley lines.
Yeah.
They mull to 5, drop 2 ley lines, have 3 cards in hand, and you go, well, 12 goblins it is. And that's just such a great feeling. And I had some people messaging me and just told me, so yeah, well played. I didn't see that one coming. And that's actually the biggest draw to this deck.
But the question is now in the Grixis colors, what is the name for the deck? Should we call it the Epic Phoenix or something like that?
No, it's still Infernal Phoenix.
Still Infernal Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
But I like Epic Phoenix actually. Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's up to the creator.
Yeah,
It's up. Yeah. I'm not sure. I also thought about Firebirds
No.
Firebirds.
because of Burning Wish.
Maybe we should add a poll to the end of the episode where people can vote for different deck names.
You can call it 10 Phoenix because you even went with 10 mils over Phoenix.
Or with Phoenix, yeah, 10 Phoenix.
That's
yeah.
too descriptive.
Yeah. Or features.
We can call it Grixis Spells or something like that.
Nice.
Wow, yeah. Or Grixis Storm. Everybody will know what it's up to.
Oh yeah.
Well, and yeah, the list seems promising, and I will certainly play it further.
Mm-hmm.
Then off to the next list, to the Crazy Cat Lady. It's very promising. It's certainly not a tempo deck. I almost always bought it out the Dazes because they were just mediocre at best.
I think you have too many 2-drops to
Yeah.
days a turn 1 spell.
Yeah,
And the
That's
Wastelands does hurt you more because of that.
yeah, that's right. And what I was really, how do you say it, impressed. What I was really impressed with was if you have Oko and Clothis on board, you simply win. There's almost no long-range control or mid-range deck that can outgrind this. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things have to go wrong.
That
for
you
decks
lose that.
that you that situation occurs in the first place. That an Oko and a Clothis resolves and hits the battlefield.
yeah. So
I mean, yeah, of course you lose then. I think.
yeah, that was actually quite great. I went 3-1 this time. So the only change that I would make to this deck, you can find the deck in the show notes from the last episode. The deck list from my brews. And the only changes I would make is I would cut the 4 Pyromancer for 3 to 4 Tarmogoyf, maybe add another Oko. And you certainly cut the 4 Dazes, I think for 1 or 2 Force of Negation, a Spell Pierce or something, maybe another cantrip to for the Arcanist.
A question: do you know why most of the lists now play no Spell Pierces but 2 Spell Snares? Is it so that Rug is just too good?
Yeah, Rug is definitely.
Because of the Dreaded Arcanist, I think.
Or
And the Tarmogoyf, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Goyf, because Goyf is the mirror breaker, so they will for sure want to counter the Goyf.
Okay.
It makes a lot of sense actually. And for the last deck, I played is the Grixis Croxanaut list. It looked very promising on paper, but I went 0-3-1. So I lost against Daniel, our bug mid-range pilot, which he will talk about later. And I drawed versus Tess, which was very strange.
Strange, yeah.
Then I lost versus Sharkblade, and I lost versus Lance, I think. I'm not sure.
Sharkblade was Alex.
Alex, yeah. So I won't try this idea further. I think it's just too lackluster. Always when I had Croxa in hand, I just wished, man, if this would be Uro. So maybe if in back colors it's better, or
Yeah, I think the right list
if you
is-
just play Pokepile or Rug Denial, whatever you call it, it's just better. It's basically the same plan, just without Dreadnought and with Uro and Oko, and
I mean,
it's probably simply better.
because nowadays discard is just worse than your own card advantage.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
It's as simple as that. So that Crocs is
Ah, don't tell me that.
So
I mean,
so at WotC, make discard great again.
Yeah, that's great. Basically my quest, actually.
so yeah,
And-
tell us about your quest.
I'm actually very excited. I finally, I decided that I will include Legacy in my website, which is greatness@anycost.com. It is still in the process of build up, and I'm gathering data, information, and I'm testing a bug mid-range pile that I've come up with. It's basically, I have to say, it is based off a simple snow cone shell, but typically they have bug colors and white.
Yeah, because of the 4 sorts to plowshares.
Yeah, I cut the white out. Maybe it is strictly worse. I don't know. But my idea here was
Sometimes you just have to do things to.
You have to try something.
You have to try it. Yeah.
Because I'm just a green black X guy. So my quest is to, let's say, find the best deck in Legacy, which is green black X based, and which will fit to my website. Maybe it's not tier 1, tier 2, I don't know, even tier 3 at best, I'm not sure. But I think this bug pile had some potential. I went 3-1 at last FNM.
Yeah.
I only lost to Peter. But this was rightfully so.
Yeah, I think the matchup is just in my favor.
Yeah, fully, completely. I basically agree with you, Peter, that you say that this card is, on average worse than, I don't know, just playing, I don't know, Pyroblast or
Top decking Oko.
Yeah, because top deck is too
But
good.
my idea with bug colors in general would be to have an hybrid of being able to outgrind opponents with Oko and Uro, which I both play, and I simply have to play, and still have a reasonably good matchup against combo decks. Because I think against this board-centered metagame like Oko and Oro, a lot of people might think, okay, I just play a combo deck.
Yeah, you have to ignore the battlefield and
you-
play.
That's basically my thinking all the time.
And maybe having 1 or 2 discard spells might improve that matchup as well, and you might maybe find a sweet spot that you can sneak in 1 or 2 wins there.
Yeah.
I'm not quite happy with the list, but I really like the direction it's going. I think I have answers to basically anything except for decks that can grind better than I am.
Yeah.
I can, because sometimes I just miss Pyroblast or Swords.
Yeah.
Those are the big cards that I miss, and I have to fill those gaps, or let's say accept the loss.
Yeah, isn't
in some
that
way.
always the
problem with
quote unquote the problem with mid range in general?
Yeah, of course.
That you lose the long game against the pro. No?
I mean, nowadays with Oko Uro, I think you don't lose the long game. The problem is that white and red have the answers to Oko Uro, and you are not playing those.
You're kind
colors.
of cold to it, except if you, I don't know, if you can out-tempo them in a way. That's why I'm choosing a mid-range version, because mid-range is, I mean, tempo can be described as being aggro control.
Are you playing Tamagotchis in your list?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because with Tamagotchis you can go under the other text.
Yeah,
if you can deny the first or second big.
Exactly. The definition
condition.
of mid-range is often, or can be described as being control aggro.
Yeah.
You want to control the first few turns, and then you just want to finish the opponent as fast as you can, because there are a lot of other opponents that are just bigger than you are.
Yeah.
And mid-range has the advantage of interacting from the very first turn on.
Yeah.
And then the goal is just to finish fast and not generate lots of value going forward.
I mean, you will with Oko Uro, but
you
you
can,
have
of
other
course you can.
tools too, which will improve different matchups. I think you have a little bit more gain against like something like Rak or like Rak Delver, because you have the Tamagotchi there, which is profitable to block.
Yeah.
You have the Oko, you have the Uru to gain life back, you have the Ice Fang Quartles, which is just the baleful Strix, which would come from Bug Delver to kill the opposing Delvers.
It should have
I
a
think
good
you
matchup.
should have a good matchup against Rak. You are a little bit behind against Snowco, so I think this is a good thing. You are in between that, and I think it's definitely something you should evaluate. Maybe there is a time where you have to go like 1 Volcanic, 3 Pyroblast in a sideboard, or like something like that, which was basic in Miracles for a long time.
Yeah.
But definitely evaluate. Maybe the 4 sideboard slots are better in the future, because you need to deal with. I mean, you have the Abrupticase for Oko actually.
I have Abrupticase, yeah.
So definitely an evaluation, and we will. And I think you will definitely cover this topic a lot in the following podcast episode.
Definitely, I will work on this list.
Websites.
Also, we were trying to brew Chand, I think.
Oh yeah, that's one task we have to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll also keep you updated on this because we have some ideas.
I think if basically the ground is set for the legacy part of my website, there will also be articles to follow about deck lists and builds. At least I'm planning some introductory articles concerning legacy, and of course I want to cover Bug and of course also Chant.
Yeah. That seems great. Yeah. So,
but with FNM we can now introduce
our
guest for
our
the show.
Guest, our special guest.
We have a hidden guest here. He's waiting in vain.
He's waiting for his turn. Actually, it's Jonas. He is the winner of our last league session. Season. For anybody who doesn't know, we have a legacy league since 4 years. It was all the time very local, and last year we switched to a yearly rotation, a yearly season, like you know it from soccer. And this year we had shortened. I think it was our first yearly season, but due to COVID, we had to shorten it, and
it turned out to be a normal old season, basically.
Yeah, because we had
just half a year.
the half year. So Jonas had won it with. He was all 20 league
FNMs.
League FNMs, yeah.
He was
we need a name for it, I think.
Yeah.
He was present in all 20, and he finished with 116 points. And how do you say it?
The average point.
The average. Oh my god! Tonight is just too much for my brain. And he finished with average points from 8.92 per
FNM, basically.
per FNM,
including
per tournament. Yeah.
If you round it up, basically it means we just to explain it, we have 4 rounds each in every FNM, and that basically means on average he went 3-1 on average in every FNM, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's very impressive. So, welcome, Jonas. How are you today?
Hello. So I'm Jonas. I'm a level 1 judge. I'm 20 years old, and I won the season by a mixture of sheer luck and playing good. I mean, I had won 2 FNMs in a row with Mono Red Prison, which is basically just the art of drawing 3 mana and a Drinosphere on turn 1.
So it's a very simple art.
Yeah.
But some people like it. So,
to clarify on this, on the point shot, we don't count every round. It's like you can only count the best 2/3 of your rounds. So there were 20 rounds, and per person only 13 up to 13 rounds count. So as soon as you hit 13, you start cutting points when you make better and better results. So I had 116 points in the
146 before the cut.
Before the cut. So I had 116 out of 165 and not out of 240.
Yeah.
So and that's why I only won by 1 point, because without the 2/3 rule, I would have had an unfair advantage, because I am a student with no.
So
I have more free time, so I can play every week.
Yeah, to clarify this, we tried to circumvent this problem, the grinding problem that such a league can have, by adding the 2/3 rule, which Jonas has told you about. So so anybody has the same chance to win, as long as they come regularly to FNM.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal if you miss 1 or 2.
FNMs,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amateur league. It's not a professional league, so you can't expect anyone.
Now we try to be more professional.
Professional in the.
We are competitive. So
professional in the sense of you can live from it if you're good enough.
No.
Nobody can sustain their life
from Magic.
From this local Magic. So it's understandable that some people have more important things than playing cards every Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
So apparently I don't in my life.
Yeah, you had the most attendance.
I had 100% attendance.
That's very much. Yeah.
But what this doesn't show, I don't show up if there isn't a league. So in the winter break, I didn't show up at all, I think, or once.
Yeah.
And as soon as the season ended because of COVID, I didn't show up because it was very busy at home. Friday was a busy day, COVID related, so I couldn't play.
Yeah.
So I basically just show up for the league.
Which is definitely okay. For me, it's literally the opposite, because most of the time, if the league happens, it's non-holiday, and there I have to play with the music band, or in my village or in my city, and
in a town. I think city is bigger.
In my town. And that's the reason I only have 3 attendances in the last league.
And just 19 points.
So for you, even the 2/3 rule didn't matter at all.
We need the 15% rule for that.
The negative 2%. No, but if they said 3 rounds, 19 points means you average better than 2 and 2, which is positive.
Yeah, at least. But I was trying a lot of stuff in the time.
Let's introduce.
I'm more.
For anybody who is interested, we had last season we had 47 different players
during the whole season, basically.
During the whole season, so to just
give you a picture.
To give you a picture of how many people are there, and our FNM's average. I think I calculated it. Our FNM's average, I think, 16 people.
I had
15 per any 15 point anything.
So you can run a good tournament with that 4 rounds. So we
each Friday.
For,
so it's
for fairness reasons, we always run 4 rounds.
So that not
So because if you only have 8 people, you normally would only run 3 rounds. But if somebody misses out on a 3-round tournament, it's less point lost than on a 4 or 5 round tournament. So for fairness reasons, we always play 4 rounds, which can lead to some very funny pairings. So I once managed to when I got the bye in first round, then lost, and then got a second bye. So I was the last place in prizes with not winning a single game.
But these days with 8 people or less are I
Very
think
rare.
Very, very, very rare. There must be something like a birthday party within our community, which is
Which
pretty
seldom
unlikely.
happens, yeah.
And yeah, and it's the reason is because we are a good community, so most of the guys from our from the legacy player base is invited in such a party, so the FNM would simply
I
be
think
cancelled.
so. We last time had a party at Philipp's place. I don't know how many people were in
17.
17.
Yeah.
17.
So you don't have a lot of friends.
Really?
No,
Not at your place. I mean, how many were in Linz at the FNM
okay.
while we were at the party?
I think there were 6.
Not many.
Yeah. So,
I think the Legacy of them didn't fire then, so
Yeah.
so basically,
It was a good party
we
then.
took the
FNM
Legacy
to-
FNM to another place.
So talking about FNM, what have you played the last, I think, 3 to 4 FNMs?
Yeah, the last 3 to 4 FNFs I played the Rakdelva. And
For sure. What else?
I think
Best deck.
I think you had Stunninger here last
Yeah.
2 weeks or so, 2 weeks ago, and he asked if somebody could borrow him
A deck.
a deck,
Yeah.
and he sent me a list, and I built it for him, and he played it, and then I had this deck laying around, and I thought, hey, that looks nice. I'm just going to play it, so I don't have to do anything. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
building
you
a
take,
brewery, and it was good, yeah. And then I pulled a Stoneforge Mystic out of a box topper Double Masters. So I played Death in Texas.
The only reason to play Death in Texas nowadays is
Double
if you
master.
pull a Stoneforge Mystic out of Double Masters.
Or Sophie. Sort of fine, which I also pulled in
So
the next box
basically,
topper.
sure.
If a card is more worth than a duel, basically, right?
It's not so expensive, the box topper.
I think the box
Not
top,
really?
but the normal non-foil is about
50, 30, 50.
yeah.
so.
It's not that much.
Okay, that's
It's-
not a
no.
big enough reason for me to play Death in Texas then.
Yeah, but
I have to say.
it was like I had 5 minutes to go, and he hadn't decided on which deck to play, and I had with me Charbelcher, always a viable option, Burn, Rakdelva,
Burn!
and Death in Texas, and then I pulled this full out card, and I thought, yeah, why not? And then I went 3-1, so yeah,
It's
Nice.
It's definitely okay.
and so
So you played Ragdoll and Death in Texas?
I played
and-
Rakdelva, yeah, Rakdelva really strong, so like top tier deck, but I think that's old news.
Yeah,
There
that's
are
for
some
sure.
people out there who need
I
it.
mean, there are a lot of podcasts who are talking about Ragdoll
Yeah.
at the moment, so
Yeah.
maybe...
It's-
I hate talking about bands, but maybe Ben Oko.
No, I think
Uru is not part of Rakdelva, so.
So
yeah,
Oko.
no,
So Oko it is then.
yeah.
I think the biggest thing to hit would be Dreaded Arcanist.
Okay, that's for some...
Yeah.
for when...
Last time I
some
played
time.
Rakdelva, I had a game where I bolted 5 times and pondered 8 times. I won that game against Death in Texas. So
Well, you don't say.
How do you lose the game?
I bolted 3 mothers in 3 consecutive turns.
you just like sack them so, really, really hard.
Yeah.
Top deck. Oh, yeah, top deck. Oh.
No, it was like top deck, then
Arcanist, trash deck.
Arcanist, and then the second bolt copy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
But it was nice.
Oh my gosh, look at this boat.
Also, a very nice combination of cards is if you have an overabundance of bolts, copy it with an Oko, because then the guys are free freeze and then you can bolt them. That's always nice.
Oh, God.
Oh, great move. Ooh, free.
Nice elk you got there. Yeah, to go ahead. This Friday, when this episode airs, we'll probably all be betting in the season's end tournament.
Yes.
So, at the end of each season, we have a somewhat bigger tournament where the stakes are higher. So, we put more money on the table for better prizes. And this tournament also gets published on MTG Top 8. So it has a little bit of a greater meaning. So Peter, what are you playing for this? We call it set.
Yeah, I think I talked before. For the set, for the season's end tournament, I will be playing my 4-color painter pile again, but I will do small changes to it.
Okay.
Since the last 3 FNMs, I had no time before the FNMs because I didn't thought about to change the list. But I will move an intuition and a divine reclamation from the sideboard to the main deck, and because it's in a combo deck, it's just way too good. Intuition and divine reclamation was a combo that was first encountered in the breach time in Legacy because it was just way too good. Your intuition for, I think you had to have 1 combo piece, and then your intuition for the second combo piece, which was LED or Brain Freeze, then the breach, the Underworld breach, and then for a divine reclamation. And with this one, you won the game.
Okay, yeah, I can see
So
it.
it was pretty amazing. Yeah, from that I have now 2 sideboard slots freed up, and I will be playing a 3rd board clear with a Supreme Verdict and a Carpet of Flowers to play a little bit better in the mirror.
Okay.
And with the mirror means no codex.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And which cards do you get back with Suvin's Reclamation?
Normally, if I want to go for the combo, I Intuition for Gravedigger's Cage, Painter Servant, and Divine Reclamation, which is just a win.
Okay.
And in other spots, I can Intuition for something like Oko, the second combo piece in the Divine Reclamation, or Uro, Oko, Divine Reclamation, something like that.
Oh
which,
god,
Yeah,
that
so-
seems nasty.
So basically the value intuition, not
yeah,
combo
or
intuition.
something like
my
from the sideboard,
God.
then with a Teferi Time Reveler or a Clothis.
I just hope I can dodge you.
Yeah, that's my plan as well.
Just win the first round and you won't play.
Probably.
That's, so one guy from our community always says he don't want to play against burn in big tournaments, but he has an easy way to dodge burn in big tournaments. Just win the first round and you won't play against burn in big tournaments.
I disagree with that,
I
but-
also hard disagree with that.
I mean,
yeah.
there was a plan at, I think it was a Pro Tour or something like that. There, it was a standard, and the guys from, there was the One Red guys,
Yeah.
and they won the first round against UW Control, and then they offered the UW Control player
That's
to
horrendous.
the draw, so that they can play in the draw circle. So they only play against UW Control.
Against the Saurus Control, so they
And-
had a good matchup
yeah.
and
But the guy played the mirror then. Because the other player did the same.
oh god. Yeah, shit happens actually.
So, yeah. So what are you playing on the set?
Okay, now it's my turn. I'm actually not fully close on what I'm playing. I'm
So it
switching.
So it will be Dredge.
No.
When in doubt,
When in doubt, dredge him out.
this is your philosophy.
Yeah, dredge is great.
So you say 4 Leyland's main board?
It's probably
It's a good meta call.
It's a good meta call, yeah.
I'm famously for playing way too much Graveyard Hate just to get one guy on this person here. On the table here.
Oh my god, I have such a big target on my head. Yeah. So just for the record, I'm thinking about either playing Chant Hogek or Bug Hogek. So
Okay.
it's a very hard decision that I have to that I face here. So
So humility would do it.
humility, I'm probably dead by then. But yeah.
I think you have the space for it.
You talked about 2 free sideboard slots. So
Yeah, it's probably Bug or Chant. I'm not sure now. I am definitely leaning into Chant because you can play Oko there in the sideboard.
You mean back then?
You mean
Bug.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean Bug because you can play Oko there in the sideboard, and
I mean, you can blame even Chant in the sideboard, but it's not good.
nah, for sure not. So yeah, it will probably be bug for me.
Okay.
It will also be bug for me.
Also Hogan?
Yeah,
No,
you said it, so it's also for you the
it's
mid-range
bug
list?
because I love bug. But of course, I will be playing my mid-range pile, let's say. I'm not sure if I will change some cards from the last lists I played at the FNM last week.
I thought your last list very impressive,
so.
actually.
Do you play
Yeah.
Eliminate?
No,
No,
I have a abrupt decay. It's strictly better.
You
Actually.
don't need it if you have a
Yeah,
bad
okay.
decay, yeah.
It's more like in
Grixis
Dimir
colors.
or something. Or if you play Dimir Delver, you can play.
Yeah. But if you have green
Yeah,
and black,
sure, makes sense.
no reason to.
No reason to.
For me, it's
play
better
it.
because it doesn't hit the Karn with it.
Ah, yeah.
But eliminate.
Eliminate
Also
also
not.
doesn't hit the
Also
card.
says
Also
3 or
not.
less.
It's
Oh,
3 or
it's
less.
3 or less.
It's a
Limited is
Yeah,
3
3 or
less.
less.
Yeah.
It is
It
a
just
strict
kills Oko.
reverse abrupt decay.
Okay, I thought
If
it
you-
says
if you
killed
disregard
creature or
the-
planeswalker.
Yeah,
No,
if you
no.
disregard
Okay.
the colors,
Ah.
eliminate is a strict reverse
Yeah.
abrupt
But
decay.
for Khan, you have the trophy.
I have a trophy and yeah,
And a Golf on
Card
board.
is hard, probably.
Khan is too good.
it's my
In that matchup.
my plan for Peter is to dodge him.
Everybody
So,
second dodge.
as I said, I'm a level 1 charge. I could just disqualify him, so nobody has to play against him.
That would be nice.
I think you play yourself, so what are you playing on Friday? So
I'm-
no disqualifying
so
from your side.
as I said, I pulled a Sword of Fire and Ice and a second box topper, so I'm playing Different Texas.
Okay.
No, so
That seems reasonable.
I'm honestly playing Different Texas, but it's for the reason that I didn't know what I should play, and I thought Rakdal was the best deck in the mirror, and at the meta at this time. So I just played it at FNM, and honestly, I had very easy times against most decks. But in actually the same match, I bolted five times. Game 2 was very hard, and I thought there were many points in the game where when my opponent done something different, I had lose the game. And so I think I'm comfortable in my ability to win against Rakdalva with F Texas. And I think that's one of the main things. I think the winner of this tournament is either Rakdalva or will have to beat at least one Rakdalva.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
Of
So I think that's a solid choice because, as I said, I feel good against the field. I know what approximately will be the meta because the same guys, they always show up. And most of them only have like 2 or 3 decks to rotate between.
I know about some guys that are seldom at the FNMs that are coming.
Yeah,
So
But and even for unknown opponents, Defin Texas is a solid deck. It's
yeah,
not
it's solid.
it's not experimental. It's just basic list. 24 lands. One of them is a Horizon land. Haven't picked out which one of the 3 rights I would want to play, but I think it's not the biggest. I tend to the black one because it's already in sleeve.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
I would play Fiery Islet.
Just because.
And then I'm Metamorphose, so I can use it.
Sure.
Looks like a plan.
I can borrow it.
I have both cards.
That's good.
Oh my god, guys.
Yeah, so yeah, Defin Texas here. With
So
a heavier
we're all
side,
set.
with a heavier sideboard against Rakdalva, so I have like I'm not sure 3 or at least 2 have to exiles in the sideboard
Okay.
because it's just who sticks more threats
Yeah,
and
definitely.
3 revokers, Phyrexian revokers in the main board
For the Oko.
for the Oko, and because it's a solid card. But yeah, for the Oko in this matchup, it's very important. Oko is not allowed.
Yeah,
No,
Oko
Oko
wins the
kills.
match. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's DNT.
So and prelate on 3 because I handle the threats that on 2 or on 5 I think with the mandrels with my swords or with
6.
6.
Yes, I think 5
No,
generic and
Yeah,
1
I can be
green.
Yeah, but and at least doesn't
Because
hit,
the combo
and
only had
prelate
6.
doesn't hit creatures. I think the second time.
So now for super secret tech versus Oko, out from Devon, Texas.
Cataclysm.
Yeah, Cataclysm also. But excellence binding. Just hit the Oko if they can't play another Oko.
If you have a Thalia on board, That's 5 mana.
You won't have
In-
a Tali on board.
What I say? You won't have 5 mana. You waste them, they waste you. You use vision imports. You don't have 5 mana for a non-creature
But
spell.
if they have an oak on board, your failure is an elk.
And then you can play Excellence Binding easily.
Yeah, but honestly, the
All I
deck
see
the
is
deck
elks.
is
All
so
I see is
mana hungry, so you don't want to. It's even Cataclysm is sometimes hard to cast.
Yeah, for sure.
But one question, because you're level 1 judge, if you're Excellence Binding a flip Delver, can he cast Delver?
No.
But you've exiled an
Insectile
abomination.
aberration.
Yeah, but outside of the battlefield, it's the other side. It's not.
Okay, it's a Delver again.
Mm.
Okay.
You can't have this card. It's not faced up. It's like if you bounce it on the hand, you don't have to have to flip it to the other side because it was.
Okay, yeah, that makes
As
sense.
soon as it leaves, it's like Flicker Wisp. If you excel it with Flicker Wisp, it gets
Yeah,
faced.
it's a
Back up.
Delver again.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we settled on that.
Yeah, we have the set covered.
So we all
The
can.
Season's End tournament. The reason we are telling you all this stuff,
All.
all this stuff, is
All this old
because
stuff.
our league has made major changes. We try to go from locally to becoming more international, and for this we had a big rebranding, which we have focused the last, I think, almost all the COVID time on it.
Yeah.
So our league is now the AustrianLegacy League, and you can find us on austrian-legacy.com. And the big major changes were the name change and the switch to English as the
Primary and only language.
Yes, the
Yeah.
primary language, and for sure only language.
That's very
So
important there.
so every content we put out there is now available in English and only in English. So no German anymore.
Yeah.
We try to be more visible with this, and also all our social media is now in English, and we have changed our tags, so you can find us on Twitter at Austrian_Legacy. Also, you can find us on twitch.tv, also at Austrian_Legacy, and on Facebook at Austrian Legacy. Very easy names. And so
Yeah, we'll put, of course, the links and the tags
In the
in the
description.
show notes.
in the show notes.
But why would you put the Twitch link in there?
Yeah, because we're having a project running. So every Friday we play our League FNMs, our League tournaments, and we will be streaming them. So you got paper magic content. So we've got paper magic content for you. And
Eternal magic.
yeah, eternal magic.
We also
And
have to stress that.
Like historic.
And the stream will start every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central European Time, or for our listeners in the
States.
States, I think the only time zone I have memorized
It's
now
minus
is
6 to -9, so it's
Yeah.
2:30 p.m. or to
or 11:30 p.m.
11:30
Pacific
a.m.
time. 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Pacific time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can watch the streams on Twitch
Basically Friday midday.
Yeah.
For the
for the States. Yeah.
depending
If
where
you
you
have
live,
nothing to do at work.
while you're eating lunch or a little bit later.
Yeah, that were probably the
We are
big
quite
changes.
excited about that.
So yeah. So
At least I am. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
you
I'm
guys.
also very excited. It's just
So I
it's just
don't want
a
to
lot
lie
to
here, but the
to-
plan is that the first stream is on September the 4th.
yeah, September
Yeah.
4th. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, we are not streaming the set on the 28th, but
Yeah, because
for technical issue. So
the technique isn't ready at the moment, so we just have to set everything up. And yeah, hopefully we can see you at the Twitch at the stream. Yeah.
All of you guys.
Yeah, for the all.
For the all.
Yeah. So I think we wrap it up here. So you can find me. So if you follow us, it would be great. You can find us at response_legacy on Twitter. Or you can find me at PhinekMTG on Twitter. That's PHINEKMTG. And where we can find you, Peter?
You can find me at Unicorn Lord, but the O in the Lord is a 0 at what is it? Twitter. And
It's not dark mode. Oh my god.
I think that's all you need to know about me. And where can we find you, Daniel?
Yeah, as always, of course, on my website. Hopefully more in the future for legacy listeners. greatness@anycost.com. Your number source for Green Black X, mid-range decks, of course. And at Flying Delver on Twitter. And that's for me. And Jonas, you're the guest for today. Do you have anything that we can find you?
Yeah, I have a very active Twitter account. Like I have had it for 5 years and have tweeted like 4 times. So don't miss out on that. It's at Joba_99. So that's JOBA_99 for your not really frequent discussions about anything.
Yeah, maybe you should change that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should tweet about your FNMs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Maybe, yeah. So
if you follow me, you will probably get more shit takes about Oko and Oro. But I think that's cool.
Yeah, if you're into that.
I mean, everybody. Don't king shame me, yeah? So, yeah, I think we wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
See you later.
In response, the end.